Hi everybody, how is everybody doing today? So, I'm coming on today with a bit of a haul and a couple of things I bought over these past few weeks. I haven't done one of these videos in a while, and I always find it helpful when I'm looking for things, when I watch other people do their hauls and what they bought and where they bought it from, and then I always try and look out for it when I'm shopping. So here goes. Now I'm gonna show you, I think it's 4 different types of shops that I'm going to show you, and I haven't got the receipts to all of it. Most of it I remember, because it's either written, the price is already on the things that I'm showing you, or it's a fixed price. By that I mean the price never changes. So the first things I bought that arrived this week were images from the lovely Jane Marge. Now, Jane Marge, she sells images. I only found this out through scanning on Facebook, and I happened to come across this post where she was selling lots, and these come through the post, and I bought 2 lots, and each lot was £25, I think, 25 thereabouts, could be a little bit more. I'm sure it was at 28, 25, something like that. And I bought 2 of them, so you can imagine how much I spent. Anyway, but they were totally worth it, and I wouldn't change a thing about it. So let me show you these images. They absolutely booted. They're all on fabric, which means I haven't got to mess about with printing anything out. Though I do like using my Mod Podge, as you all know, and doing it that way. But I was been looking for recently images that are already printed on fabric, so I can just pick them up and then I can use them, save me messing about. Now in this particular thing you'll see one missing, and the reason for that is because I can show you, I have been making on our Facebook group a tea bag book, and the image from this particular page is on the front page. So there's the image, and isn't that beautiful? I love anything to do with dress forms anyway, but that's absolutely stunning. It's got the little shoe at the bottom and the little ballerina and butterflies all around. So we decided as a group that that was going to be our front page, but I wanted to show you as I was doing it. So let me just sorry guys, got sidetracked then. Right, so they're all dress forms on this page, and they're just absolutely stunning. Stunning. So there's the first one. These are the second one, as you can see. I'm not going to hold them up. I think if I hold them up, well, you can clearly see all of them. I hope so. I'll move the page up and down. So these are gorgeous. I was after vintage. She does all different types of images, not just the ones I'm showing you. They was like, they was just all different ones. There was just pictures of, not necessarily, I was after sewing. I said to Jane I wanted sewing and like a vintage images. Those are the type of images I sort of pick up and go for. Or anything like this was so pretty, and like I said, they're all printed on fabric, and I think you get, well, I had to check the other day because I wanted to see whether she had any more. There was 6, there's 6 pages to one set, so there could be 4 images on one page, or there could be 9. By this I mean I'll show you now as we go along. And I've ruffled these up, so I can't tell you what's in one set to the other, but I'm sure if you went to Jane and said you know, that sewing set that Colette had, can you send me a lot, or can I have a picture? And she'll send you pictures, and she'll be able to explain a lot better than I am of what's in there. But I love any images like this, ballerina images, anything like that. But like I said, they're all on like cotton fabric. I mean, she's so pretty, isn't she? So pretty. Just, they're gorgeous. They're absolutely stunning. And what I've decided to do, because Jane puts them in like a padded envelope when she gets sent, is I've put a piece of card at the back just to keep them flat. So for any reason that I'm putting them in my drawer, they remain flat. And I love these gypsy ladies. And I've been watching Roxy Carr recently, and I want to go make a gypsy book. It's my next like go-to. I want to make a gypsy. I'm desperate to make a gypsy book. So there's a picture of a unicorn for those that love unicorns. I like unicorns, but I wouldn't say they're my favourite thing, if that makes any sort of sense. My favourite thing is butterflies and fairies. See, this was in the sewing set, like the old-fashioned bottles and the corset, scissors and the dress form. And then you've got all like all the writing and the ruler and the thimble and the scissors. They're just gorgeous. So there's 9 on this set. So this was in the sewing set. Then there's these. Now I remember my nan having a tin with one of these on, and I think it was that one, but it was a tin about that small and about that thick, and she used to keep bits and pieces in for knitting. She used to love knitting, and I remember her having a tin with that on the top. So they're absolutely stunning. These are the ones I got so excited to buy. These are all like fairy ones, and I'll hold these up because they're just absolutely gorgeous, and they would look perfect in a fairy book. They're just stunning, absolutely stunning photos. I was going to say photos, no, pictures. See the old-fashioned pear soaps and stuff. Just gorgeous. Fairy soap, pure white floating fairy soap. Have you a little fairy in your home? The old-fashioned adverts. So again, like more images, and some of these are very much remind me of paintings. That's what they remind me of. Like old-fashioned watercolour type on your wall in a museum paintings. That's what they remind me of. And then these. So absolutely gorgeous. So I've been trying to keep them flat. So if you do get in any images and you want images that are printed on fabric, Jane Marge is your go-to girl. She is fantastic. So those are my images. Like I said, I did what each set, I think it's either £25 or £28. I can't remember offhand. And I had 2 sets. So there's them. Right, then the other thing is, I'm gonna sort of bring it back now, is I went into town yesterday and I have been hooked. I mean hooked on to crocheting. I have got tons of books out the library. I can't tell you how many. I think I've got about 10 books out the library just recently of these past 2 weeks, and they're still in the living room for me to read, and I'm just hooked on the 2 of them at the moment. But one of the books was how to make a scarf, and it was a real nice thick woolly scarf, and the fabric the wool I was picking up was like, for those that don't know, it wasn't thick. It was about the same thickness as that. And to make a woolly scarf, if I sort of fold that, that's not going to go sort of anywhere. My scarf's going to be quite thin by the time I've crocheted it. So I was keeping my eye out for some thick wool. I'm going to put this to the side a second. So I went in to Shaw's. Now, Shaw's here in Wales is SHAWS, Shaw's. And they sell everything from wool to hooks, to knitting needles, to patterns, to bedding, to towels. You name it, that's the kind of shop it is. And I went in there yesterday and I was after some wool, and this wool is super soft. And there was loads of this wool you had for £2.99, and I've started to crochet it, and it's coming out beautiful. So I've wrapped it up last night because as I was sort of crocheting, it was sort of all knotted, but I don't know whether I pulled the wrong end when I started crocheting, because there is a certain way to pull wool. I don't know. I've never sort of, I think the last time I picked up wool was when I was sitting next to my nan when she was trying to teach me knitting. So I picked up this wool and it is super soft. It is like all different sort of purples, and it's just gorgeous. It's the type of wool that you want around your neck, or you want a jumper made out of it. And once I finish showing you other wool, I'll go and get the scarf. And I've started to do it, and I think I've got about 4 rows left. I haven't got long left till it's finished, but it is coming. I sat last night and I did it before bed, and it's surprising when you use quite a thick needle, crochet needle, how quick it comes. Because I started to see the shape the minute I started to bring it all together. So picked that wool up. I'll stop talking now. And then I also picked this wool up. Now this wool is really, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, it's got all different colours in it, and it's all on the same string. So you will get like dark blue and green, then you might get orange and like grey, and then you might get blue and green, and then in somewhere in here you might get like pink and grey and purple and grey, and you know, it's all on the same thread. So the minute you start pulling it, this is all the same colour at the moment. No, that's the same colour. Keep going, Colette. I want to show you. Oh, you are. See, I'm pulling it and not even realising. Is that the same colour? That's the same colour. Gladman. Right. Oh, no. No, that's not the same colour. See how you think it's the same colour? That's me trying to go colourblind. Right, so there you are. There's green and purple there, and then you've got like purple and blue on there, but it's all on the same wool. Can you see that? And I just thought, they're all the colours. I just thought, how pretty is that? And I wanted to make, I've been crocheting little flowers, and I thought, I'm dying to crochet flowers out of this because of it being different colours. And how cool would it look? So bought some of that, and that was £2. It wasn't expensive. So while I was in the same, so I paid for that wool, and I think I got myself some needles as well. So while I paid for that wool, I went next door into the works and I picked up these. So this one is the Little Course of Crocheting. Now my friend told me about this book, and it's got everything from like your choosing of your colours to what type of wool to the way you hold your crocheting needle. And then if I flicker right to the back, you've got little patterns to do things. So you would make maybe one of them, make a phone cover, or you would make, you know, that bracelet that Marlou made for me, which I'm dying to make. Marlou made, perhaps I'll make you one. when I get around to it. But these are the type of things I want to be making. So, like, you can make coasters, and I know Marlou made me a beautiful, she made me this, right? And I said, Marlou, I'm gonna put that on a jar or something, that's so pretty. And she went, Colette, that's to put your cup on. I was like, that's a coaster. Honestly, I can't put my cup on that, that's too pretty. So she wants me to put my cup on it in the craft room. I was like, I can't do that, it's too pretty. So it teaches you how to do granny squares and balls. And I'm trying to get to the best bits at the back. I like bookmarks, which I am dying to have got. Look how pretty that looks. Stunning. And then you've got the bags and the really nice crocheting bag, which I really desperately want to do that, because I've been going to clubs, our club, on a Wednesday and a Friday, and I'm forever changing my bags because I can't, I haven't got a bag big enough. These are the type of flowers I've been making, but only with 5 petals. But you can see how that would make a gorgeous flower. So it tells you how to make your flowers and how to make a patchwork quilt, and it's got all the stitches in here that you want to know. It tells you how to make a little teddy bear look, just like little things. Shoes, how cute are they? They're so cute. So this was it's called The Little Course in Crocheting, Everything You Need to Succeed, and it was £3. And this was in the works. So if you're in the UK, I think you can go online and actually order this as well. But it was only for £3, and I'm thinking, just £3, wow, pick it up. So the other thing I picked up was some ribbon. Now in here you get 22 meters of ribbon. Now they had it in baby pink, cream, white, and like a deep maroon pink. I haven't even got a colour around me to show you what type of pink it was, but it was a real, if you imagine like a real deep, there you are, I spotted something. It was like that, but deeper than that on a ribbon roll. So they had that. So I only picked up cream and white, but for 22 meters and for £1, you can't go wrong. So I picked up some of that. And then, because I've been doing the loaded envelope for the lovely Tamara, I picked up some straws. Now, I picked up some straws. I don't know whether I don't like it because I don't know how to do one properly, but every time I go to make a wand, it doesn't turn out the way I want it to turn out. So I picked up some straws in hoping that if I can't make them, I'll pop them in the back for you, Tammy, so you've got some. Because I'm like, where do I begin? I can't pick it up. So I picked up some of them, and they were only £1. So that was like the works and shows for my wool. I'm going to go and get my scarf right at the end to show you what I have done. So I'm going to move these across. My wool, and this is a little kit I got on Etsy. Now when it arrived in an envelope, and I honestly thought it was an entry to my challenge because I didn't recognize the name. And then when I opened it, I realized it was the kit that I ordered from Etsy. Now I only a little bit had a look into what it is, but I haven't sort of glanced at it, haven't properly looked at it. Now all these laces you see are all vintage. You get 2 vintage buttons. How beautiful are they? Nice and big, and definitely beautiful to put on like a phone case of crocheting. Getting hooked. And this little kit was £5 on Etsy, and I think that included my postage. I'm sure it did, but no, it didn't. The kit was £5 and the postage was like £1.75, something like that, because they only came in an envelope. So you get that little lace. How stunning is that? Get that little lace. You have this little lace. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I will pop the link to the Etsy store in the description bar below for you to go and check out the kits, because her little kits on Etsy are only £5, and every now and then I do pick some up. Not quite often, but every now and then I do. Then there's this one. So the things I'm showing you are sort of nothing to do with YouTube or anything like that. I'm just showing you to share what I've bought. Look, see, isn't that beautiful? I mean, you could see where like all the little markings on a lace, especially vintage lace, makes it special for me. Makes it sort of vintage. That's what makes it vintage for me, because if it was perfect, it wouldn't be vintage. This is absolutely stunning. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. I love that to pieces. So there's this one. Then there is this little lace. Oh wow, look. I mean, you can't sort of... They're beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Then there's this one. And there's that one. Then there is this one. It's gorgeous. I mean, wow. And then there's this one. Like I say, this little kit was £5 off the Etsy shop. And I think she's called Vintage Carol, Vintage and Angel. I think that's what she's called on Etsy. But like I say, Vintage Angel UK. That's what she's called. I will pop her little shop in the description bar below for you to go and check her out. Her little kits are amazing, and it was all wrapped beautifully, which is why I've kept the purple ribbon. So that's that little shop. And then before I get on to the other little shop, this has just brought in my scarf. Are you ready? This is my scarf. Well, on the start of. So you can see that real nice thick wool taking place at the bottom. Now I've did this all in one night, by the way. I wasn't messing about. And then that wool that changes colour, it looks perfect on the top. So the next sort of row is this wool, and then it adds on. So this sort of sinks in between the two wools. And Christine, my darling, you sent me a couple of angels, beaded angels. Now I wanted to, when I was reading my book, I wanted to use something. When you're making some sort of circles, whether that be a flower or something, they always say to put like a pin, a starting pin. I don't know what they call it in proper terms. So what I done was I got these little lobster clasps in my pot, and I've added the angel to it. So that's where I started, so I know exactly where I started. And so the other three are in my box that the lovely Carolina made for me. So that's where I'm keeping all my crochet and stuff. And so yeah, that's where they've come in handy. So I wanted to let you know that your little angels are coming in handy for my crocheting, because I can't remember what they call them. Starting pins, I can't remember, but it's just a pin basically that you put in your work, especially if you're doing something around, like I say, to make sure where you've started. Otherwise you would lose track of where you started. So this is the start of my scarf, and it's coming. It's coming. Like I say, this was all done in one night, and I thoroughly enjoyed making it. it's going to be real nice and thick, and it's going to be something that I will really definitely wrap up warm when it comes to winter. And depending on how I get on with this, I may make another one. So you may see another one of my work. So that is my scarf. Now, I went to Marlou and I bought a couple of kits. So the first kit I bought was this one. Oh, she's put thank you. Oh bless, let me open this first. Now these kits are £10. So she says, hi Colette, thank you so much for your order. A little small thank you gift. Oh bless her. It's one of my new Peter Rabbit embellishments. Yeah, 'cause she's got a Peter Rabbit Christmas kit out. So excited. Love, Marlou. Oh, cute. Oh my days. Oh, Marlou. Oh, Marlou, this is stunning. Be tearing out your packaging. Two little sweeties. She always puts little sweeties in. Oh, how cute is that? How cute. Oh my word, Marlou, that's so cute. Thank you so much. So excited. Oh, I love that. That is beautiful. Oh, I love it. I'm going to pop it in the bag, and she's put a flat back flower embellishment in there as well. I'm going to pop it in this bag because I don't want it to go missing. And then she's put in these now. I'm just going to pop them on the table. Oh wow, they're like little jigsaw puzzles. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh Marlou, these are stunning. They're absolutely gorgeous. How beautiful are they? We bring you down for you to really properly see them. They are stunning. Marlou, they are absolutely gorgeous. You really got me wanting to buy your little Christmas Beatrix Potter kit now. They're gorgeous. Thank you so much, my darling. They're absolutely beautiful. I want to pop them in there. And I got two little sweeties to munch on while I upload my video for later on. And she's put, oh look at the bag. She always packs in real pretty bags, and you always know that everything's packed with love. So, this is the kit that I bought. Okay. Wow. Now I haven't opened this. I just took it out the packaging because I knew I was going to do a show and tell today. So let me open this first. Oh my word. Ooh. Look, the handmade. I love all these little bags. Oh look, this is what I'm trying to do at the moment, is these little hearts. Your hole though is really tighter than mine. How cute is that, ladies? And then she's done a little rose. How cute. Oh, I love her crocheted work. It's absolutely stunning. And this was inspired by Tilda, I think. Tilda kit. Oh, look the way she's done this. She's put it on a piece of paper and then she stitched it and stitched it again. Put a little back pearl with some lace at the bottom. And it's a little booklet, look. How cute is that? And there's the Tilda sewing needles. Oh, I love that, Marlou. That's absolutely stunning. And then she's popped in one of these and it says, handmade ribbon, and she's done one of her crocheted framelits again. I love her work. I am just like totally blown away by Marlou's crocheting work. I get so excited every time I open it. She's put in one of these paper clips, these huge big ones, which I may use in Tammy. I think I'll definitely use this in Tammy's loaded envelope. It won't take me long to do something with this, so thank you so much, my sweetheart. Oh, her kits are just gorgeous. And then she's put in, I was watching, what was I watching last night? One of her new kits she was explaining. Oh, she's got a kit out about birds. Oh, and I was watching it. I see if I could buy all the kits from Marlou and I wouldn't have a problem. So you get, I think you get a meter of this. I'm not sure. And it's like organza ribbon. It's absolutely beautiful ribbon. Stunning. Marlou, that's so pretty. Love the whiteness on it. So there's some of that. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Then she's put in, oh god, what's in here now? Oh, she's done a small little spool. Oh, look at the love hearts, the love heart trim. And she's done, as this was on the bird, and then she's done a little, she did this on the big shot. I'm sure she said she did this on the big shot. How cute is that? I love the little heart trims that she's wrapped around. That is gorgeous. I can hang that up on my hooks behind me. So that one. And then she's putting some appliques. So let me, and I'll cut these into appliques. So you get 5 leaves. Just going to move that out of the way so you see all the things on Marlou's hat. And then you have, oh gosh, what have we got in here? Oh my word, right. So you have a spool, because this is sewing kit, of course you do. You have a couple of wooden buttons, a heart button. That one says handmade with love. That one says handmade. You get like, I love these rose buttons. I should buy a lot of them and I stopped. But I expect my collection from Marlou's kits are going to go up. And then you, oh, I'm always after scissors like these. I'm always on the lookout for things like this because I love using them in my work. So she's put in one of them. Scissors. She's put in a pink peg. She's put in 3 like ribbon roses, pink ones, of course. She's put in like what do you call these? What do you call them? They're like little clips, but there's a word for them. So she put one of them in pink. I love that. And then she's put in these old-fashioned, there's a word for these as well, old-fashioned clips, vintage looking clips. Stunning. So that was in the, oh, and there's some more stuff. Oh, a bow applique. Oh, look at that. That's a little machine. It's on, I think that's on chipboard. For me to alter and do something with. I love that. Marlou, these are gorgeous. Gorgeous. Right. Move them out the way. Then I have, oh wow, look. She's got elasticated trim. I like the idea of that. So it's all elasticated. And then in here, oh my word. So in here we have, it's a pocket on each side. And it's in a cellophane bag. We have a tag. And she's put, oh, of course, she's put a crochet. Marlou's little stamp. I think we've all got a little stamp on YouTube. And Marlou's little stamp is with any kit that you have off her or you've received something off her, she always puts a little bit of crochet in her work. And that's Marlou's stamp. That's why, and with her packaging, like I've said before, packs everything up in like a pretty pink packaging, so that's why I know it's always Marlou that sent me that. So she's got Tilda spool, she's got the buttons, and then she's cut out, is this one? Can I say two? No, it's one tag, one quite thick tag, and then she's put some pink crocheting string on the top, which is such a good idea. Isn't that a clever idea? And then there's pockets here then. And I don't know whether you can see, but there's like little buttons that's going up each side. It's absolutely such a clever idea. And then there's a one of these bags to alter and make use of. I love this little kit. It's absolutely beautiful. And I did buy another kit off her, but I can't show you yet. I can't show you yet because it's a prize for something, so I can't show you yet. But look out for that video on what I bought from Marlou, what the other kit was. I promise you won't be disappointed. And like I say, with all my little goodies, this each kit I buy off Marlou is £10. And she's so reasonable with her prices. I think she could easily go up to 15 because the amount of work goes into each kit. She just doesn't put everything together and sends it. She packages everything in beautiful packaging, and she does a lot of crocheting work. And I honestly think that Marlou, well, like, what can I say? I just think she could easily go up to £15 for her kits because they're so beautifully done, and they are like, you know, the time it's taken to crochet each little thing. And no matter what kit you buy off her, I've been blessed to have bought a couple of kits off her now, and no matter what kit you buy off her, she's got her little crocheting stamp on there. And absolutely, I'm totally in love. So I'm going to love and leave you with everything that I've bought. I'm going to leave the Etsy store and Marlou's shop underneath for you all to have a look at that. I will be back to show you the other kit, but I don't want to show you the other kit just yet because, like I say, it is a prize for something, and I can't show you yet anyway. Let's just put it that way. I haven't bought it for a prize for YouTube or anything like that. It's actually a prize for our Facebook group. So I hope you really enjoyed my collection of all things beautiful. I would put my images on yet, but it would, I don't know where to put them just to keep them in shot for you all to see. I will be back for more videos. I have bought stuff in. That's the other thing I did buy was, let me quickly show you this, a big bag of stuffing. So I have got now stuffing rows to do your Tilda doll because I didn't have any, and this was £2.50 from Shaw's, and you had, it's in a big bag, and I'm trying to see how much stuffing's in here. It's 250 grams approximately in each bag for £2.50. So yeah, those are my buys for the past couple of weeks. I hope you really enjoyed. Any questions on anything, please leave a comment. I will read them. I promise I will get back to you. And yeah, I will catch up with you all in my next video. Have a lovely day or week, or I will be back shortly in the week, and I will catch up with you all then. Take care. Bye for now. Bye.